Good morning and welcome to Felixstowe's sunny seafront on Monday the 24th of January 2011. This is by way of a bit of an experiment for the Felixstowe blog, and I thought what we'd try and do is run a weekly kind of news report. It's not very formal, it's not terribly well presented because it's me that's doing it, but every week we'll try and have a look and see what's happening in our little town. It'll be interesting, I hope. It'll only be my view unless you want to get engaged and interested, which you can do on the Felixstowe forum or via our Facebook page. The details just down there. I'd like to see you on the Facebook page. I'd love to hear from you with what you want to see, but I can't guarantee to do it because I may well come back to you and say, if you want to report that story, do it yourself. Okay, so here we go. Today I'm on the seafront and I'm really pleased with one bit of news. A week or two ago we reported on the Felixstowe blog that one of the end of the green signs, starboard hand markers, had actually come adrift from its base and was sticking up there like a shark's fin, ready to impale some hapless swimmer. I'm delighted to tell you the council, I think, have removed it because I couldn't find any sign of it when I looked today at low tide. That's really good news. It's good news again about the sea defences money being restored for the northern end of the seafront, which is from kind of the pier up to Jacob's Ladder. Apparently there's £10 million now set aside for doing some work there, and I think it's probably about time because there is some damage occurring there. Like a lot of seafront walkers at Felixstowe, I'm quite keen to see what the council are going to do with the little boating lake that's left. The lake apparently developed a leak, and this was last spring, and nothing's been done to it since. It was supposed to be rented to a firm operating bouncy inflatable balls, the ones you get in, I don't know what on earth you call them. It was supposed to be rented to them, and then they discovered it was a leak, so they decided not to take it up, and who can blame them? But that means that the little pond has been sitting there for a lot of months with not much water in it and nothing much being done to it. It's an eyesore. Come on, council, get your finger out. There's also a bit of good news on the business front. I'm pleased to see that the Thai restaurant on Bent Hill has now been taken over by a new chippy. I'm a bit suspicious it may be the same people, but we'll find out soon. They look as if they're doing it as a restaurant as well as a takeaway, so we'll be keen to see what's happening there. Felixstowe's ongoing bid for centre of the fish and chip universe world is going on as well, with a new chippy, or a new owner I think, at the Seaview chippy down on the seafront in amongst the amusements. These people have come from nowhere and have suddenly got a brilliant reputation. Dot and I had last week's fish and chip supper from them and it was really good, and the portion of cod was excellent. Finally, if you're often down at the seafront, it's interesting to see just how much of our beach is washed away since the recharge operation a few years ago. You can see in this example just here how much has gone from the recharge in front of the manor. It's a bit sad really, it's a good 2 or 3 feet, and I guess that pattern is going to occur over the years until eventually they'll have to recharge it again.